Okay, spray and rinse dead, spray wax is dead, control panel flooding. We're probably above the durability of Seal and Shine now. This right side of the panel now has been through 20 rounds of torture, and it's still beating water.
Serious?
Your ceramic coating should not fail a torture test, and I'm gonna prove it to you. In the last video, we applied different products, everything from a spray wax to a spray and rinse paint protectant, spray ceramic, wipe on ceramic, and I talked about the differences between those products, everything from application to what you should see with water behavior. In this video, what we're gonna do is torture test them to prove I'm not scared to torture test products that I actually have made. And I'll show you what a ceramic coating should actually look like through a torture test. All that coming up. So everything has been curing for about a week. 6 full days, we're on the 7th day. Let's give it a water behavior test and we'll see how it goes. So everything looks pretty similar to what it did when we actually just applied it. So we have the ceramic coating right here. This is your traditional wipe-on coating right here. This is the most solid beads you're gonna get, right? We have our control section, which is just nothing. We have our spray ceramic right here. This is a spray and wipe ceramic spray. If you remember up here, we have our spray and rinse product. So we just sprayed it on a you would spray it on a wet car and wash it, rinse it off. And then we have your traditional spray wax up here. I'm fully expecting probably the spray wax or the spray and rinse to fail first. Then will be these are my predictions, how about that? And then the ceramic spray will fail after those two. And then your ceramic coating should not fail to a torture test. It should make it like a lot of rounds. It should not fail instantly. So let me blow this off and then we'll go with our first round of torture. All right, and then I took some advice from some of you that have commented in previous videos about hitting it with an acid, maybe hitting it with a pH neutral soap instead of a wet towel. So I do have a pH neutral soap in a bucket. I do have a couple different acids. And so, yeah. So first up, we will hit it with the Griot's Garage Heavy Duty Wheel Cleaner. This is a pH balanced, color changing iron remover. So this would be, you know, I don't know if you're doing an iron remover on your car. So, and I won't wipe it in until we get kind of further down the test, and then I'll start wiping it in if things start surviving and holding up. But yeah, so pH neutral, iron remover, and probably what I'll do is after I rinse it, then I will wash it with soap. I'm not gonna wash it 500 times because washing a car 500 times in a row is pretty unrealistic. So, but yeah, I will wash it in between. Let me rinse this off. Okay, and then I'll rinse it with a pH neutral soap. That iron remover was a little sticky, so. This is Turtle Wax Pure Wash, by the way. So wash that, rinse that off. There you go. So that is with an iron remover, kind of expected. Actually, it doesn't really look like anything was affected at all, including the spray wax. The spray and rinse is still looking pretty good. It seemed like it was flooding a little bit more. Same with the spray wax, seemed like it was flooding, but actually looked pretty good now that there's water. And everything got up the panel really, really smoothly. So let's take it to I almost said Adams again. Tire and wheel cleaner. This is by the Blending Pros, also made by Adams. So it's sprayed on. Is this what killed the other ceramic coating? One of them? Okay. So we won't rub it in yet and see what it kills. Everyone likes to say that these torture tests are unrealistic, which this is infotainment, right? But here's the thing, everyone likes to combat that argument of like, well, do a real world test. It's like, well, who has the real world then? Is it, if you live in Australia, that's the real world? Or you live in California, that's the real world? Or you live in Canada, that's the real world? Or you live on the East Coast, that's the real world? Like, who's real world? You know, so it doesn't really make sense to me. So though the torture test may not make sense to you, it's at least giving us some information to that, because other people like to do these quote unquote real world test of coatings or whatever, but then they top the coatings with something else. And it's like, wait, you're topping the coating. So is the coating lasting or is the topper lasting? I don't know, just questions I have. So here we go. All right, so kind of what we're seeing as expected, the spray and rinse is kind of starting to fail a little bit. Still sheeting water, but definitely not beating. I need to rinse it. But then the spray wax is actually still holding up, probably because it's a synthetic spray wax. And so it's not just pure carnauba. It does have some synthetic elements in it, which are going to give it a little bit more durability. But let's wash it. And see if that brings back to life anything. Nothing's really dead, but let's see if it boosts anything up. So the ceramic spray, not really flooding at all, and still has really good water beads. The spray and rinse, pretty much dead and flooding. The synthetic spray, flooding a lot, and then still rinse, it went to sheeting, and then the ceramic coating still beading water. So you can see a good ceramic coating or a quality ceramic coating is not going to be impacted even by a high pH tire and wheel cleaner. It's not, right? So let's blow them off and see where we're at. So you can see as the water gets stickier on the panel with the blower, that is also indicating that there is way less protection on the panel. Is the protection still there? Maybe, but probably not. That is a big indicator that it's not on there. You can see how quickly it gets off there. So let's do the Gorilla. This is really like the coating killer. Interesting to me that the spray wax is doing better. And maybe we'll start, after this one, we'll start rubbing it in to see how we do, because we've managed to pretty much kill 2 of them. So as expected, this ceramic spray is a very easy application too. It's just a spray on, wipe off. You're using a couple sprays per panel. You know, it's not really anything crazy. So, and then once I start rubbing it into, then I'll use an acid to see if we bring anything up. There's this argument that like the coatings could be clogged. That just really gives me a fishy sign that like of marketing. I haven't really investigated that at all, but like this theory of like a clogged coating, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying I don't know. So again, look at the ceramic coating just holding up great. The synthetic spray wax is still sheeting water, but it's pretty dead. I'll pan over there for the water again, Bryant, for you. The spray and rinse is definitely dead. But that ceramic coating still just getting the water off right away, and the ceramic spray still beating water really good. So this ceramic spray that is super easy, you could use it in direct sun, you could use it on glass if you wanted, you could use it on all kinds of paint, rims, whatever. Doesn't streak, super easy to apply, is actually, we've just proven, more durable than some wipe-on ceramic coatings. I'll still hit it with some car wash soap. So the point is why would you take all that time to apply a wipe-on ceramic coating if you're gonna get less durability than what is available in a spray and wipe product? You wouldn't, right? Because it's just way more time consuming. Rinse this off. So there you go. We have our ceramic spray still beating water really good. The spray and rinse, I would call it gone, though it is sheeting water. Same with the spray wax. It's sheeting water, but it's pretty much gone. So as I expected, the two battles that we're doing are the wipe-on ceramic spray and then the spray ceramic rinse, or spray and wipe, I guess. And you can see how fast the water came off. So clearly still protection on there versus like, let's do the spray wax. I mean, honestly, it's still getting out the panel fairly quick, but not as quick. Spray and rinse, there we go. So you see how it's sticky? Like if we look at this is kind of getting in the weeds a little bit, but if you look at the synthetic spray wax versus the spray and rinse, it's just a little sticky on the blow off. Right? Same would be true for like the control section, it's just sticky. Right? Versus watch the ceramic spray, or the ceramic coating rather. It's not sticky, that water's just flying off the panel. So let's rub it in, why not? Okay, so we'll do the Gorilla cleaner again, and we'll rub it in. We'll just, even though, those are, whatever, I'll rub it in there, see if we can get any difference. So we'll see if the friction does anything to it. Come on. There we go. Okay. So there you go. The ceramic coating didn't really take a hit. The ceramic spray took a little bit of a hit. We're just starting to see where well, I haven't rinsed it, but we're just starting to see where the beads are getting a little bit different. But this is where we talk about, how much innovation do you expect? Well, innovation could be this form in a spray too. This spray ceramic sealant, coating, spray, whatever you want to call, is outlasting the last wipe-on coating that they claim they make all these, right? And so if you make all these, why is it not as good? Okay, look at that. Okay? Your synthetic spray wax is pretty much dead. Your spray and rinse is pretty much dead, which is expected. You're spraying and rinsing the product. It's not going to be super durable. That's not why you're doing it. Again, the give and the take that we talked about in the first video. The spray wax is going to give you gloss and glow, be easy. Of course, the ceramic spray is pretty much right there with it, and you're getting durability out of it. Not as much durability as you're going to get out of a ceramic coating, but still. So let's do a test. This is let me blow it off, but we'll put an acid on it. So you can see that stickiness is really coming in now, right? So that's where we can really tell the product is gone versus like the ceramic spray when you have the same amount of spray going, the same amount of air, blower, there's way less product on the surface, right? I'm not gonna go to the acid yet because I wanna do something else. I'm gonna go, let's do bleach white, okay? We'll do bleach white tire spray. And then also what I'm gonna do, I'm not even gonna probably worry about it there anymore. And then what I'm also gonna do is take our Wash Chems soap. They're supposed to put 10 ounces or whatever. Let's see what the pH is. Did it say the pH? I don't know, whatever. Let's just take it straight and dump it on, okay? Take it straight, dump it on, get a wet towel going, and see if that has any effect on these. Now, I would fully expect it to probably kill, we're at a pH, 13, 14, with 2 different products, heavy residue. I would probably expect this to kill this ceramic spray, but I don't know. Let's see. Definitely took a hit. Definitely took a hit. You can see it start to sheet water, but it's still holding onto those beads. And let's take a peek at our ceramic coating. Oh my gosh, it's actually still beading water. Let's hit it with some soap, regular pH neutral soap. So when we talk about innovation and where do you want the innovation to go and all that, how about a ceramic coating that can make it through a torture test? That seems pretty normal to me. If you're gonna take all that time, energy, and effort to put a ceramic coating on your car, don't you want it to last? I mean, that makes a lot of sense to me, right? Let's see. Okay, spray and rinse dead, spray wax is dead, control panel flooding. And still, this ceramic spray, I mean, we're probably above the durability of Seal and Shine now, right? With an easier application on that. We look at the ceramic coatings, they're still holding strong. Let's take the blower test. I mean, what more do you want than that? That is insane, right? Let's do the ceramic spray. Took a hit on the water beading, so water beading is the first thing to go. We know that through these tests, but water sheeting is the second to go, and that's where we kind of realize where the product is dying. And then those are dead. So there's that. Now that we're pretty dead, let's go, I don't know if I could even torture it anymore. I guess I could go another round with that same, let's do this. Let's go atoms, because part of the torture test is how do I get this crap off my car? Like, that is part of the test. People want to know, how can I get this crap off my car? I got hit in a car accident. I don't like some characteristics of the coating. How do I get it off my car? Oh, then we'll do bleach white on top of that. Maybe the real winner is the adhesive on this tape. I want to get this coating off my car. I don't like certain characteristics of it. I don't like, that it does, I don't like that it does this, that it does that, whatever. Whoa, that's a lot. How do I get it off? So then part of us needs to know, how do we get it off? And that's what I'm trying to figure out in this instance, or what I like to do. And the purpose of this video is to show you what's possible. This is what's possible. So the ceramic spray has obviously taken a huge beating. The ceramic coating is still hanging in there. Let me rinse it with a pH neutral soap, get off any residue, and then maybe the coating's just clogged. I don't know. Maybe it's clogged with all these cleaners. I put the soap on there straight. It's a concentrate, high pH soap. It's a strip soap. Okay? Strip soap. The ceramic spray obviously is taking a huge hit. It's trying to hang in there, but it's taking a huge hit. Let's take the blower to it. Let's see. So we're just now starting to get that sticky water. Like this. See the sticky water? Sticky water? No sticky water. No sticky water. Sticky water? No sticky water. All right, I'm gonna use an acid, but before we do that on the panel, I have this little red car over here, and the rims are very rusted. And so what I did was I was trying 2 different acids out. This pink stuff I actually put on this half of the rim, I guess, and I didn't touch it at all. And before, I guess the before would be this side. This side's not as bad, but they were really, really rusted. And so without even touching it, I was able to get, again, I didn't touch it, and you could see how much whiter this side is than the other side, but nonetheless, not bad. So this acid's pretty powerful, right? This would definitely unclog a coating. So we went really high pH, and now we're gonna go really low pH, right? Alkaline or acidic, alkaline to acidic. So I'll spray this all over the panel and see if this will unclog anything. And I could be 100% wrong in that, the clogging thing. I just don't know, it just sounds fishy to me. Like, it sounds like a very good excuse for when your coating fails to just call it clogged. Like, unclog it and then apply a topper and then it'll bead water again. It's like, again, but then I'm adding something to it, right? So. I know, sorry, it's a little smelly. Really smelly. So, there could be something to the argument. I could be wrong because look at what happened. The ceramic spray did come back. Maybe it was clogged. I'm very open to being wrong in that, and I will definitely admit if I'm wrong. We're gassing out from the fumes of the acid right now, but honestly, I should wash it. Let me wash it first. So I could be wrong. That could be a thing. I'll talk to Walter. I'll see what Walter thinks. My thing is, I don't even want to get to the point where that coating could be clogged. I want to put a ceramic coating that's durable enough to withstand that clogging and not get clogged for a really long time. If it's years down the road, I understand, but if it gets hit one time with a wheel and tire, or it's winter time and you live in Chicago and you take it through a tunnel wash, like, you don't want to see a coating fail with just a tire and wheel cleaner. A ceramic coating, you really don't even want to see a spray and rinse fail, or a spray and wipe, sorry, fail after that, because that coating is still looking strong. And the ceramic spray did come back a little bit. It still has failed a little bit up here, but it is still beating water. So not as good as the wipe-on ceramic, but good enough for me. I mean, that's pretty good. I'm obviously extremely happy with that ceramic spray. And there's that. I guess we could hit it with another less acid. This is actually more to come on this. Working on this one. This has acid in it, but it's not a full acid like the pink stuff was. So you're not getting the gnarly spray. So, but an important part to note, again, a wipe-on ceramic coating should not fail quickly. And so when we talk about innovation, when I talk about things like, man, my frustration with the products in the detailing space right now, the frustration comes from that, of like people thinking that the products are good, when in reality they're good, but they could be great products. And so that's a lot of my frustration. And part of what I am working towards is, hey, bringing these great products to market so I can highlight great products. So you, the user or the whatever, the detailer, the end user, the consumer could be like, oh wow, now I know what's possible. Now I know what great products are. And then that advances the industry. When we put out subpar products, it kind of just dampens the industry. And I like to progress. So I'll wash it one more time. I guess you could see even if it clogs, well, this coating doesn't get clogged. This is single layer, and you can see how much torture. I mean, I don't need to keep repeating myself on that. So imagine if you had this wipe-on coating as the foundational layer and then you topped it, every once in a while with this spray and wipe ceramic because it's just easy to use. It gives a little extra gloss. You could see how durable that combo could be. So this is what I do behind the scenes. This is my testing, the fun I get to have. But if you're interested in seeing when these products do come to market, when they do come to light, I'll put a link in the description below. It's just autodetailingpodcast.com/Jimbo. Can you put it on the screen? It'll be on the screen right here. So we'll do that. But what I wanted to show you too, real quick, just for fun, so we tortured the hell out of this. Like these products made it more than any other products ever, and that's what's possible. But I did have a thought. What if you do like a spray and rinse product because it's just very easy, it doesn't streak, you have a ceramic coating, but maybe, the hydrophobics are going away eventually and you just want something to reboost it. You don't want to spray and wipe because that's even too much work. So let's take the spray and rinse. Here's all the products over here. Let's take the spray and rinse and give it a good shake. Since the panel's wet, let's see if we can get the water to bead even more. Now this spray and rinse, I was testing it on my car yesterday or a couple days ago. It doesn't streak on windows, it doesn't streak on paint. You could use it in direct sun, so it's much different than the spray and rinse of the past. Also, another thing I just thought about, this right side of the panel now has been through 20 rounds, sorry, I was looking at Bryant, not the camera, 20 rounds of torture, and it's still beating water. So 20 rounds. I haven't topped it with anything other than what I just did, but I'm gonna clear it. So how would you get this ceramic coating off? You would have to polish it off or use a compound and use abrasion to actually get it off. So, which is how a ceramic coating should be. If you're taking that much time to prep the surface, you wanna apply something durable, not something that rinses away, but I think I've said that a few times. So, let's see if we can get some of the hydrophobics back, including our test panel. The thing I did notice with the spray and rinse is you've got to really rinse it though, because if you don't rinse it, you don't get the true effects of the hydrophobic properties. And there you have it. So the spray and rinse, I could work on the water beads a little bit to get those a little tighter, but something that simple, that's not streaking, I feel like that's adequate, because you could literally do that every car wash if you wanted. It just won't stop running off. So yeah, there you have it with what a true ceramic coating should look like and can look like, most importantly, right? And even a ceramic spray, this is probably one of the most durable ceramic sprays or sealants or whatever you want to call it that I've come across and I've helped develop and build up. And so yeah, because you could imagine my frustration if you had the information that I had on the products that are possible, and then you see the products that are in the market, you could see where my frustration is, right? And so with that, I'm not planning on launching a ceramic coating, though I'll probably end up eating my own words because I have a feeling a lot of people would like that. But I have a couple other ideas for products that I plan to launch coming up in 2024. I have nothing to sell you right now, but if you're interested in learning about those or getting notified, I guess, when they come out, you could just go to autodetailingpodcast.com/Jimbo. And by the way, if you want to see the original video of me applying these and talking about through some of the differences about a spray wax, a spray and rinse, a spray and wipe, a ceramic coating, and see the application process and how easy those are as well, I'll put a link for that video there too. You can see the video here. And yeah, with that, thanks guys for watching. Catch you on the next one. See ya. That was a long ass video.